Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the channel. I'm Jeff Bache, all about that Bache, and here we are all about the Gym Leader Challenge format. If that's something you're interested, here are a couple of rules for you to check out. Number one, it's a singleton format, which means you're only allowed to play one copy of a card with the same name, except to basic energy, of course. It's a monotype format, so you pick your favorite type and you build your deck with Pokemon of that type. And the last rule here, which is the most important rule, is no of those rules box Pokemon are allowed. That means no EX, GX, V-Star, Star, whatever the deal is, rules box Pokemon, get them out of here. Keep those in standard. Gym Leader Challenge is not about that. Thanks for finding your way to this video, and if you'd like to support the content, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Enjoy.
Yo, what's up everyone? Happy Monday to you all. Welcome to the stream. Jeff Bache here, all about that Bache. Joined today, new co-host, Snyder. What's up?
How's it going?
Tell us about yourself, man. What you got going on? Favorite Pokemon, GLC decks, all those things.
So, yeah, definitely favorite Pokemon. You got to go the original 150.
Okay.
Right? Only. That's the rules. And I have like three. That Sandshrew that AJ had, like in the first 5-6 episodes.
The one that like trained really well.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That changed my life permanently. So Sandshrew, Dragonair, no clue why, and Snorlax, which is probably the main reason, I'm sorry for you, that I play Colorless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snyder is what we call a colorless fanatic. Frequent colorless player. Brought Archeops to many of our local meetings. Stomped some people on a couple of his first go-arounds with the deck. That's when we realized the deck was busted, to be honest. We were like, well, Snyder's winning games.
You ever go to like the bowling alley in middle school and you'd go in the arcade in between games and play Tekken 3 and you just go like this on the buttons? That's pretty much what Archeops was. It was great.
Oh, I thought you were up to say bumpers, because I think of Archeops as kind of like being bumpers. It doesn't matter how good you are at bowling, it just bounces off and it goes and hits some pins regardless of what you're doing.
Bumpers, hit buttons, and you win. It's great. It's good. Lots of skill.
What's up, Harry, man? How you doing? Well, today we got a colorless mirror series. Lab got banned November 3rd, so this is, I think, maybe week 1 or week 2 into kind of the Paradox Rift landscape and what decks are going to look like going forward with all the new cards. And this week, the Cardboard Warriors tournament had 4 or 5 colorless decks as people try to kind of figure out what colorless decks look like in a post-lab world.
It's like a new frontier. Try to get there first.
Yeah. Oddly enough, Snorlax is still probably going to be the best card in every single deck. I think the only deck that is colorless that doesn't want to play it is the Birds deck, which there was a Birds deck, if you guys didn't see this, that got second placed in the Cardboard Warriors deck. It was playing Swanna, the Dodrio line, a couple of other key birds.
Swallow.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there are other theme decks. Obviously we have the major types. What you could get in sub-theme decks in GLC. I think we have the Dark Poison deck, which I think would maybe be similar to what Birds is trying to do. But could you do I don't know, what's another type that has something similar to just Birds?
I want to see big boys.
Okay.
Just go big boys.
Okay.
Snorlax
Counts as a big boy.
Kangaskhan.
Ursaluna.
Ursaluna.
Okay.
Just nothing but big boys.
All right, big boy.
Will it be good? No idea.
Right.
Doesn't matter. No.
Okay. All right. I could see big boy deck.
Bibarel's a big boy.
Ooh, Slacking. We got Slacking in chat.
Big boy deck.
Okay, big boy deck. I can respect that.
There's a little bit of draw engine in there with Bibarel.
Okay. Bibarel counts as a big boy. Yeah. Is he Bibarel? Beaver? Have we established what is? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I'm trying to think what else. Maybe rats. Could you do is there enough rats? It's just Rattata, right?
Ratigate's chunky. He's a chunky boy.
Okay, good chunky boy.
You got those cheeks.
I guess you could the Nuzzle decks.
Orangaroo's a big boy.
Oh, Oranguru. I like that one.
All right.
But I think maybe does Nuzzle count? Because you're playing all the Pikachu clones that have the Nuzzle attacks. Those are kind of electric rats. So that's another themed deck that has done well in the past. So I don't think it does well now.
Nuzzle comeback.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Teddy. Teddy's got it.
Let's call it Teddy. Get the Nuzzle back.
I think next week we're gonna do a fun week. So I think we might see some Nuzzle.
Whenever we first got into GLC, that was one of the main decks that he built. It's I got into Colorless because I thought Aerodactyl was awesome. That's before we realized that Colorless was broken.
It's broken. It took us all a while to realize.
He went into Nuzzle just because bad deck. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Which is a great mentality.
Well, I love that deck just so much because it's like, oh, here's cute thing, and all of a sudden it's like giant electric worm, and it's just like Electros that like wins the game for it all the time. But it's a cool one. I think that's one we'll have to highlight in the future. Well, let's get into some of this colorless stuff. So, some new cards got printed in Paradox Rift that kind of, I don't want to say pushed colorless maybe a little bit further, but definitely like made people kind of take like two different paths. So we have like the new Iron Jugglist that came out, which does for 3 energy, it does 50 to 3 Pokemon that already have damage counters on it. So people instinctively were like, spread. So there were a lot of spread decks that kind of have shown themselves over the last couple weeks, especially on online play, webcam play for those people. We're going to be playing one today on stream, which I don't know if it's the optimal version, but definitely a version of the deck you can play.
That's going to change eventually.
Yeah, we'll find it. I think right now we're all just kind of looking for it. And then the second way that people have kind of taken to colorless is turbo. How fast can we do some of these things? And that tournament was actually won by Phoenix Fire, a friend of the stream who has championed turbo decks in the past. Turbo Dark is kind of his baby, and now Turbo Colorless, where it's just like, what if I threw some fire energies, Turbo Energizer into the deck, and just went all in on these big basics that can get powered up quickly and win the game.
That's what I'm most excited for, is that list.
Yeah.
When I saw Phoenix's list, I want to dismantle my Crazy Code and make that.
Yeah.
It just looks fun, because it's not fun for everyone else. Because Snorlax.
Yeah, just being able to like power up a Snorlax and attack with it on turn 2, which was already reasonable because you just had double attached to it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you have more tools to do that with the Turbo Energize energy. It's got a lot of draw power. It's playing Mela as a way to get fire energy from the bin.
That card's good.
It's not playing, and we'll talk about the deck list here in a second too. I don't want to spoil too much, but it's not playing cards like Welder, which is attached to fire energy from hand, which have really pushed some of these Porygon Z decks of the past. They were playing kind of like a fire package.
Yeah.
But these are all things that people are trying out in colorless. So it's exciting to see like the format shift in 2 ways. Like, yes, there are new cards that people want to play from Paradox Rift, but simultaneously, colorless got kind of chopped at the knee. And now we're trying to figure out what's the best colorless deck.
I mean, I think that was the best. I think you had to chop it at the knee.
Yeah.
And you guys have debated for days whether or not it's the best way to chop it at the knee. But it was chopped. I think the cool thing about Paradox Rift is now you have access to more cards that you would not have played, like Fan Rotom. You know, there's that one guy, one place that was like, man, I've been really jonesing to play this card.
You mentioned that. There's a guy in the Tricky Gym
chance.
Discord that's just called Rotom Collector. And he's been talking these Rotom cards up. We're playing Fan Rotom today.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's cool about it.
We cut Arceus for it, which is like we went from like Pokemon God to like everyday like appliance into our decks.
I support it. It's Dizzy Spinning Bear.
Give me Spinda.
Let's take it.
Spinda is also like I never knew Spinda existed. I don't even know what generation Spinda's from.
That's the Hoenn. Hoenn.
You're gonna. I don't know regions. You're gonna tell me game.
It's not real.
Okay.
It's Hoenn.
Okay, it's Hoenn. It's Hoenn. All right, good to know. So yeah, the Spinda, I was like catching it in Pokemon Go the other day. I was like, what is this Dizzy Bear thing? So but anyway, we're playing in our deck today, and I think it's like the best card. Cool. Let's get into some gameplay. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Yeah, we got 4 colorless decks on display. Game 1 here is going to be colorless spread. So we're going to start out with the fun against your Bob Ross deck, which
I excite.
I think people are really excited to see this. I'm very excited to see it. You guys know me.
All I've done is test it. This is the first run against an actual human, face to face. So I'm excited.
Well, cool. Let's look at Bob Ross then. I'm going to pull it up here. Talk us through your Bob Ross deck. Some key cards you got for us.
Yeah, so this is definitely not an original idea. I ran into this. It was on Tricky Gym somewhere. I think it was Murtaugh X or something. Was playing all of the gimmicky like color card things that you could think of, from Rayquaza to Ho-Oh to Arceus, and so I boiled it down after looking at some other versions of things and created this one that's kind of unique in terms that it has Dodrio and threw the Snorlax in there for some extra power, and it's been a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of the Talonflame because when you get it, it's just amazing, and it's ended up being cannon fodder later for Chinchino if it doesn't work. It's really heavy on items, so balances with that Kecleon, trying to hit some of the big boys for 3 times. Super effective with that ability, which is great considering we're moving into the Cape era. And so very heavy on items. The Poe Town is a lot of fun, especially if you can launch a Dodrio with an extra 3 counters in there. And it doesn't play a lot of evolutions, so just that little bit of extra damage on some of the decks, like a Crazy Code that's trying to build a Slacking. It's really supporter heavy, and this is what you and I were talking about. But I've found that when I've been testing it, there's a lot of efficiency in it with some of the supporters. So this will be a good opportunity to kind of figure out what changes need to be made. But I feel like it's in a good place. And most importantly, like in post-Archeops world for me, I've had more fun playing this deck than I ever did smashing buttons against someone at Beers and Badges.
Yeah.
So this has been a lot of fun. It's been exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it in play too, because one of the cool things about this deck is, again, what it gets its name from, Bob Ross, is that you have Smurgle here with the live painting ability. So it's a colorless deck that's actually playing colored energy. So live painting here, 30 damage plus 30 more for each basic energy you reveal from your hand. So you're playing some synergistic cards like Lady to get cards from your deck, Professor's Letter as well here. And so it's kind of fun in that way. And then the other card here that kind of gets a little bit of synergy from this same thing is Kecleon, who gets the type of the basic energy attached for it. And since you basically have one of each type of energy in your deck, you can basically hit for weakness on almost any Pokemon. And then you're playing the, like you said, the super effective Glasses here tool, which lets you hit for 3 times effective instead of 2. So it's a deck that can hit those bigger numbers as well. So it's kind of like, I don't know where it's at. Like I thought it was going to be trash, and then you keep telling me it's good.
Dude, I'm having so much fun playing it.
I bought into it because you were excited about it, and I was like, this could be, like, just the fact that you have weakness is such a powerful thing to have.
Let's take a look at that win rate right there, though.
8% win rate, that's true. Now, but you don't know this, but I think Talonflame has the highest win rate in all of GLC.
Yeah, no, it's pretty high. It's pretty high.
Win rate about 60%, so Talonflame is pretty busted, and it's all out of play during the Archeops reign. Weeder has been a champion of this card. It basically single-handedly beat me on stream one day.
Weeder is a champion.
Weeder is a champion.
Yeah, it's a lot of glass cannons and a lot of big hits, and it makes it fun.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm excited about this. Again, I get excited about most things though on the stream. So.
Yeah, that's true.
But this card is sweet. Like this Kecleon and this Smurgle. So again, I bought into it. I have faith in it. I don't think it's going to let us down. That's the Bob Ross deck, and again, just the best name. Like.
Yeah, so I had a paintbrush in there, but the paintbrush just wasn't efficient enough, so I got rid of it. So we're still rolling with Bob Ross. It's too late to change it now. I've committed. Yeah,
you got to commit to it. All right, on the opposite side here, we're playing a boring old Colorless spread. No cool names over here. We'll have to find a name for it. It's fun. But so the basic idea here is we've got the new card in Iron Juggles here. Again, I mentioned it earlier on the stream, 3 energy, 50 damage to 3 Pokemon that already have damage counters on it. So it plays really well in a spread-based style deck. So we're playing Spinda here, that for 1 energy does 10 to everything and then confuses the active. So it's a very key and important piece to our deck. If you've ever played the grass spread decks before, Spinda plays a similar role that Celebi does. And since we're playing Spinda as kind of one of our key spreaders, and there's really not another efficient low energy attacker, we're also playing Sudden Transformation Ditto basically as just another way to be like, cool, we have 2 Spindas in our deck. Oddly enough, Ditto doesn't work with Silent Lab. It's a little bit of a nombo. Silent Lab actually turns off Ditto's ability, so against those bench barrier decks it's kind of tough. But Ditto in the late game becomes another Snorlax, becomes another Iron Juggles if you're trying to take multi-prize turns. Within our spread package, we're adding in the Rotom right here that we mentioned earlier, the Fan Rotom. We had Arceus. Arceus, the 4 energy was just too much to get to, and we never got there. So the fact that Fan Rotom is only 3, does 20 to everything, and then also has free retreat, kind of puts it a little higher on my list. So this was kind of a
free retreat. That's great.
I think that's the best part about it. Like the Arceus had like a active bench barrier ability going on with it, but I think Fan Rotom is better. Again, this is our first game with this. We played a couple games with the Arceus, and it was very unimpressive. So we're pairing this with kind of what we have here with our Porygon Z package. Since we are spreading damage early, we don't really need to attach a lot of energy early. So we have time to set up our Porygon Z, find our energy to set up our Iron Juggles, to set up our Snorlax in the late game. Bibarel and Cinccino keep our hand full, looking for energy as we spread damage throughout the game. And then instead of playing Bunnelby Devoteum, which a couple people are paying their list, which I think is okay, we're playing the double price Swellow, which works really well with Blindside and Reversal Energy. So like a teammate can set this up in a turn as long as we've been diligent on setting our bench up. So I don't know if it's better, but I think we have more control over a Swellow Blindside attack than we would if we were to have a Bunnelby Devoteum play. And so that's my reasoning for going Blindside over Devoteum.
That's what I'm most excited for in this deck.
I think so.
The moment that you swallow me, I'm going to be so sad and happy at the same time.
I was playing a game actually against Roger, friend of the stream if you guys know it. Playing a game against Roger, and I totally forgot that Swellow just has an attack of its own, and I could have won the game if I had just actually used Swellow's attack, like instead of looking for the blindside TM.
Yep.
But that's the deck. Again, we got just a slew of supporters here to help us get to our important cards. Colorless to draw us card. Guzman Hall is going to be really big in this matchup. Arvin to get us tools. Frozen City is a way to help us spread damage early too. Again, we're lacking a little bit in the early spreaders, so having Frozen City as another stadium here to help us kind of set that up is important too.
All right, let's get this game one. Colorless spread versus Colorless Crazy Code.
I actually meant to ask you about that Rufflet, because that's the one that has a little less HP. That's optimal, but it can search.
Yeah, the chirp ability I think is worth it right here. The chirp ability is search your deck for 2 Pokemon with fighting resistance, so basically any flyer, and you can put them onto your hand. So, all right, start us off.
Okay, cool. I'll go first because
there's die rolls.
Yep. No, not enough skill for good rolls, which is great because I just drew a Talonflame, which is really helpful.
Oh, yeah, drawing the Talonflame.
Yep, drawing the Talonflame. Okay. Let's see. And since attacking is not a thing that happens on the first turn, I will pass you.
All right, we'll draw. All right, the nest ball is pretty sweet here. So let's start with a heavy ball here.
Okay.
We're going to look for our prizes. We got kind of lucky. There was our Spinda. So, not nest balling first is right here. Now, our prizes are pretty brutal because we have Porygon Z prized, and we have Hisui Braviary prized. So, things might get a little bit rough here, but...
Yeah, not ideal.
Not ideal.
No. If you had better skill, then that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, we need to have better skill. That's the thing. All right, let's go Capture Energy onto Spinda, which is going to let us search our deck for a basic and put it onto our bench. Probably not worth it to get Juggleless or anything else yet, but we are going to get Bidoof, and then I am going to Nest Ball as well here. Our hand was just pretty bonkers to start. Now, we have a chance between, like, Cinccino and Minccino line, which I think is just we want to keep our hand full. Although I really want to get Porygon in the case that we take some prizes, but I just don't think we're going to be taking any prizes soon. All right. So, again, pretty good start here.
That's a decent. Prizes aside, I mean, you already Bidoofed, so.
Yeah, we're on Bidoof. We're winning on the Bidoof front. World's best Bidoofers. So let's bird keep up Spinda. So we're going to switch Spinda to the active and draw 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, I didn't realize that Silent Lab turns off Kecleon's ability. That's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is.
To know. Do I want to be greedy? No, we're going to hold that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and Dizzying Spin, which is going to do 10 to everything, and then your Doduo is confused.
Well, that's that part's that's the worst.
All right. Well, hey, you get more damage if you flip tails.
That's the worst. Yeah, that's what I mean. But Doduo. All right, draw for turn. Let's see what we got here. So I had a strategy. Now to retreat with confusion, that still requires a flip, correct?
No, it doesn't. This is not 1999. Basic. You can just retreat.
Okay.
Again, we both started playing the game as based at the fossil retro Pokemon, so sometimes we get those rules confused.
This is true. This is a thing. Ooh, do I want to do that?
The answer is
decisions. Okay, we're going to Ultra Veil.
Okay.
And we're going to toss Talonflame. And, oh man. Throwing out one of my plans here, but we're going to roll with it. Goodbye.
Mistranslated cards on which
U-turn
Watsy
board.
double downs. Oh, yeah.
Goodbye, U-turn board.
I get rid of U-turn board?
Yeah, that hurt my soul. But I'm going all in on this, hoping that it's not under prizes.
Okay.
Get my Dodrio.
Alright.
Oh, boom. Okay.
Alright, Dodrio's pretty good here.
Probably should have done that thing that you do when you want to know what's in your prizes. Okay, so I'm good with my Snorlax line.
Mm-hmm. It's always good to make sure your Snorlax line is in your deck when you're playing colorless.
I've got my Smeargle. But ooh, I have some Mons in there. Not going to be able to pull out Chinchino. For sure. But you know what? I got my Dodrio. So we got a little bit going that we need.
Yeah, Dodrio helps our cause here by spreading some damage. You're gonna put them within what's it called? Juggless range pretty soon here.
All right, so we're gonna roll with the Dodrio.
Okay.
Which makes him
not confused anymore.
Not confused, which was the hope.
Yeah.
All right.
The fact that you also had grass energy here, which is not going to play into any effectiveness, is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's like a way to, like, your Dodrio gets knocked out. No big deal.
Yeah, we will do zooming draw.
Okay.
Okay. And then we are going to Boss's Order.
Okay.
So now I can get the KO on Bidoof or Minchino.
Yep.
I want to do Rufflet, but it's in the prizes right now. I don't feel you pulling a prize unless you have a Gladion. So I'm gonna roll with the. I'm gonna get the Bidoof.
All right, Bidoof.
I'm gonna get the Bidoof.
All right.
Because I know how much you love a Bidoof, and I'll take the KO.
Yeah, Bidoof is down. Take a prize.
All right, I'll take this guy.
Again, power Dodrio. Your deck is just so like low to the ground, 1 energy, 2 energy attacks. It's so good.
It's fun.
All right, let's draw here. Let's start with a Trainer's Mail. Look at the top 4 and reveal a trainer card from among them. The only one we can really go with, we have Special Charge and Ultra Ball. I think we're going to grab the Ultra Ball here. I guess we can kind of get set up, though, if we'd like to. Let's Ultra Ball. And we're going to ditch Talo and Rare Candy. I think this is going to get Cinchino, but it might also be nice to get Iron Juggless.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy, and he's a way to start getting set up, because I think we're going to be putting you into spreading range pretty soon. But I think also just getting like more cards into my hand is also pretty key. So yeah. I think we're going to go Cinchino here. All right. Let's rescue Stretcher, and we only have 2 Pokemon, so we're going to get Bidoof and Talo back into the deck. We'll shuffle that up in a second here. Let's discard Silent Lab to draw 2 with Cinchino. Again, Silent Lab not going to be a card that matters.
Disappointed by that.
Again, it does turn off your Kecleon, but I think we're okay being behind in this matchup. Your Pokemon have such low HPs that we can take multiple prizes with the Juggless later on down the line.
I mean, I got my draw engine to save for a little bit too, so that's helpful.
Well, at one point you're going to be drawing cards, and it's going to die.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, like live dangerously.
All right. So we're very happy with that draw. As well. Let's see what we got in our deck. So yeah, let's Arvin here. And Arvin is going to grab. Arvin's going to grab Artisan. I think we want you to have more Pokemon on your bench, and you're kind of not doing that.
Nope.
Although we could also get Frozen City, which actually we can't get Artisan because this is an item card. Which would have been cool.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you, is they make you follow the rules.
Words.
So we want Quick Ball, and we want Cape, I'm pretty sure. Then we're going to Quick Ball away Warp Energy and go and get Jugs.
I support that.
Oh, old Iron Juggless here. Go ahead and bench him. And you know what? While we're at it, let's put a luxurious cape on him.
I feel like at this point, Cinchino, Iron Juggles. You go the Iron Juggles.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be opposed to a Cinchino with a cape on, because that honestly he already has a cape. So it's like a double cape.
Yeah. Well, let's put Recycle Energy on the jugs. And then let's Dizzing Spin and everything.
Alright. Here we go. Boom. And 2.
First time we've seen Jugs make its appearance on stream.
Very dizzy. Okay.
Pretty sweet card.
Mm.
The Altered Art Iron Juggless, by the way, so difficult to look at on stream because it's just pitch black and then he's like real tiny in there. So I was thinking about that when I bought the lame version.
So the Iron Juggless does 50 to everything that's
has damage counters on it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do zoom and draw.
Okay. Don't flip tails.
Oh man, I'm excited about this. All right. Let's see. Now, I'm not drawing the best cards.
Okay.
This is a bummer. What I'm getting is not useful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna flip.
Do it.
And we're gonna see what happens.
Okay.
So we're going heads is in the clear, tails is 0-0, right?
Yeah, tails is 30, heads is the successful attack.
I need more skill.
Yeah.
All right, I'm up to 70.
All right. We're gonna get maybe a knockout here with Spinda.
You know, it was a risk I was willing to take, to be honest with you.
Sad. It's the risk that you always have to kind of take when you do that. All right. We're gonna have a pretty good turn. So we have the double Colorless for Jugs. Let's Marnie here. So we're both gonna shuffle and put our card on the bottom. Right. You'll draw 4. I'll draw 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Getting Juggless into the active here would be pretty sweet. And we found the way to do it. Yeah, we just found the way to do it. So yeah, let's scoop up net Spinda.
Alright.
Discard the capture energy. We're gonna promote Iron Juggless here. Let's level ball. And I think it's time to get Porygon into play to set up attackers in the late game, because the Juggless might not be long for the world here. And then I think we're going to want to use Cinchino's, the other Chinchilla's ability here. And we're going to discard, I don't think Blindside matters, so we're going to discard Blindside to Cinchino and draw 2. Let's put down an Artisan. Let's use Artisan here.
Alright.
An Artisan is going to get us Bidoof. And then we will homing headbutt. We'll put 50 on Dodrio and 50 on Kecleon.
Alright, so Kecleon is up to 70. And Dodrio is very dead.
We did it.
So here's what's really sad about that is the next turn I was going to be able to use my scroll.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to be able to hit for super effective on your Iron Juggless and kill it.
Oh, nice.
But you martyred me. So that's not how that worked out. Alright, so Kecleon is promoted, and now we'll draw with a very sad hand. Okay. So let's see here. Gonna Artisan.
Yeah, use that Artisan.
Yep.
This one of the downsides of Artisan is that it does give your opponent the ability to use it to go get a basic. But I think in spread decks, you're like, hey buddy, please put some things on your bench.
Yeah, you do what you gotta do. So boom, let's get the big boy.
Mm-hmm. I think we would actually, ideally, maybe like to find a way to put Juggless out of the active here.
Yeah.
This is one of the reasons why I'm not playing the Future Capsule, is like, this attack is already so good. And then I just need to attach like another 2 energies, maybe to use its second attack. The capsule's just so like niche in its use. Like it doesn't have any other synergies within the deck. And like the reason why Blindside is such a good card is that it's flexible and you can use it with other mons as well. So I just don't think the energy capsule card is good enough to make a cut in a deck like this when you're searching for consistency.
Now we're gonna use Gladion. Let's see what we got Roostin in here.
All right, there's a Snorlax, which we would ideally like to see go bye-bye.
Okay.
Our spread deck is going to have a tough time with that.
All right, so we're going to go. had a draw engine, this card would be great. Not concerned about that. Alright, we're going to try this out. Alright, so Gladian goes in. I'm looking at my cards as a shuffle, and that's usually not how that
No, you definitely want to put them face down. You got to show, chat, what card you got, unless you're about to play.
Alright, so we're getting this guy. We're going to see how that works out. Right, zoom in. Okay. Maybe get a little bit better of a setup there. So part of me wants to load up the Kecleon and get some damage on your jugs, but I think it's inevitable he is dead the next turn, so we're going to put this here on the Snorlax, and we're going to pass to you.
Alright, we'll draw.
Taking a lot more hits than I wanted. Usually I'm already ready and roaring right now, so this is a very slow start.
Yeah, definitely. So let's use Artisan here.
Okay.
I don't know if we're actually going to get anything or not. But I do want to see what we have in the deck. We have a ball guy in our hand, and we don't have any balls in our deck. So that's kind of what I wanted to look at here. We have a chance to also grab our Snorlax or our Ditto. I think in the situation we're in, we are just going to maybe grab... I think actually the Talo might be kind of hilarious here. So let's get Talo.
Here it comes. This is what I was hoping for.
We discarded Blindside, but we are playing Roseanne's backup, which means there's a chance it ends up back in our deck at some point, which is the fun part about this deck. And we don't need Silent Lab that much. We do need it, obviously, at the beginning of the game, but once our damage is spread, we can kind of function without it. So let's discard a card here. We're going to discard Ball Guy, because we know it's useless, and we're going to draw 2 with Cinccino.
Does anyone get as much hate as Ball Guy?
Ball Guy's just like it's...
Is it just him? Is he the problem?
He's a bad card. We're going to tag call here, by the way, is what we're doing. And tag call is...
If that card had anything other than Ball Guy on it, would it be better?
So like there's Apricorn Maker, which you know me, I love gold silver in my games, and so the fact that Apricorn Maker is a worse ball guy makes me a little bit upset because it's such a sweet art, and then on top of that, like that was actually a fun part of the game. Ball guy is just like a crappy middleman, like hey, go get all these balls. Did we grab the Guzman Hall and then shuffle it back in our deck because we got excited about Apricorn Maker? I think we did.
Probably.
So we want Guzman Hall here.
This is my plan.
Confuse and baffle.
Oh yeah.
I think we might have just put it into our prizes.
Start talking about Golden Age Spanish dramas and really throw you off.
Oh no! Don't talk to me about Spanish dramas from the Golden Age of Spain. All right, let's Guzman Hall here.
You discard the ball guy, correct?
We discarded ball guy to Cinccino. So now we're going to Guzman Hall, and we are going to ditch. We bench locked ourselves here, unfortunately.
Correct.
That's real sad. Let's bench. Let's get rid of Fan Rotom, and we're going to get rid of Spinda as well here.
Makes me sad, man. Those cards.
We're going to get Frozen City. We're going to get Floatstone. And we are going to get I guess Twin Energy here. Or Jet Energy. Do we have a Warp Energy? I don't think it matters.
I think you had a Warp Energy earlier in the game. Don't remember what you did with it.
Yeah,
but
gotcha.
It exists.
All right, so we are actually going to play. Let's do this right. Let's evolve Porygon 2 into Porygon, or Porygon into Porygon 2. Let's put a Floatstone on it while we're at it.
All right.
Let's attach a Therapeutic Energy to Talo. And then we are going to play our Frozen City here. And then we'll use this first attack, Homing Headbutt, and we'll do 50 to Kecleon.
All right. He's a dead boy.
All right.
He is a dead boy.
This is pretty sweet for us if you end up putting in an energy in the Snorlax here. It takes damage, so we can go ahead and use Iron Douglas.
All right. Let's do the Poke Gear.
Okay.
Let's see if there's anything in the world of helpful that pops up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And while you're doing that, I will actually make sure to update our prizes here.
Let's see.
Color spread, we got 4. And Bob Ross, you're down to 5 prizes if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I'm down to 5. So, in world of supporters, what do we got here? We got 1 option. We got 2 options. And this is...
You have to reveal it, though.
Good option,
You have to reveal it.
yes. So, we are taking the Guzman Hollow.
Okay, Guzman Hall.
We'll take that. Let me shuffle the deck.
Mm-hmm.
I might be going right back in now. So let me get a half shuffle on this guy. All right. Let's see.
Gear is 7. Did you look at 7, Lee? Or look at 7?
Math is hard.
What did you look at?
I don't know. Thought I did 7.
Okay.
Math is hard.
What's up, Lee?
If I did 8, it wasn't the 8th card.
That's
Let's put it that way. All right. So let's go. Yeah, we're going to use my Hollow.
Okay.
We're going to discard the special charge. And we're going to get rid of this double turbo energy because right now I just don't have anything to put it on.
This is kind of the problem with this is that it's just going to end up being Snorlax mirrors at this point.
It's just usually I'm not running with just a Snorlax at this point. This is strange for me.
Yeah. Well, this lets you get therapeutic.
Yeah.
Our Douglas actually survives this because of Luxurious Cape, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Parallel City keeps us from being bench locked, but I don't know if we have a way to get rid of Parallel City.
Now the world of tools. Oh, what do we got here? Get a Fighting Fury Belt.
Okay.
Now we will actually shuffle.
Okay.
Well, my friend,
It's prized.
Cape's already in hand.
Oh, nice.
We're about to get a Cape battle. This is Snorlax and the Cape.
All right.
All right, so what's the math? You have 230,
Right. 230 currently.
230 currently.
And you'll be doing 190 if you attempt the Fighting Fury Belt, which doesn't really change too much, man.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
Yeah. That's kind of the thing that people were talking about with the Cape is that, like, hitting one number once versus a bigger number twice to get 2 prizes doesn't really matter. It's actually pretty easy to get to 230 twice
That's
here.
30 with Frozen City, correct?
Just 20.
20?
Yeah.
20. We're gonna drop down to show them the Parallel City first.
Should have. You know what?
But you know what? I take 20. That's
All right.
that's my issue there. So Parallel
Bidoof
City.
and Rufflet are down.
All right.
Make it a little bit easier for people to realize what's happening on stream here.
And we're gonna go ahead and put this on here just because
It's a big boy Cape.
it's a big boy cape. And we'll hit for 180.
All right, 180.
Stay awake because that card is broken.
Right, that's therapeutic energy. Makes me sad. All right, let's draw for turn here.
You just drew my card.
No, that's right.
Yep, mine's my one.
We were talking about this earlier. All right, evolutions. Does that actually give me anything? No, because it's prized. So we want to go Swellow here. And then we're going to discard Hisuian Braviary, who is not very good against Snorlax because it doesn't actually put any counters. And we'll draw 2 here. Do we want to save that for a turn? Potentially. So let's discard nothing because we already did that. We've attached nothing this turn.
Nothing's like the story of my game so far, so I understand.
Well, let's just homing headbutt for 50 on the Snorlax.
All right.
And past you.
He still has about 300 HP left, which is
good.
which is ideal. All right, so we got a card that actually has some use.
Okay.
Let's go Winona.
Oh, Winona.
Yep.
I thought I had drawn a Winona.
Turns out you didn't. All right, so what do we got here? Let's see. You're a helpful boy. Probably pull you. All right, so we're going to go with a Wingle.
Okay.
We are going to go with the Pelipper.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go with the Smear.
Okay, get back to the Smurgle going.
Yeah,
You have no draw going this game, which is...
That's been the bummer. The Chinchino being prized, the Dodrio having to start with him and take the brunt of the attack at the beginning. It's been awkward. But you know what? Snorlax has come out and giving me a little bit of life to stall a little bit. So hopefully, hopefully that works out in my favor.
We're looking for Field Blower here. A Field Blower on the double would be pretty good.
Put these two down. Yeah. I'm just going to put this on him.
Okay.
All right. And it's kind of our options right now. So we're going to go for the kill.
Yeah.
And take 2 prizes.
That's down. And then Recycle Energy comes back to hand. Jugless, Cape, Recycle Energy to the bin. We're going to promote our Porygon 2 with the Float Stone.
Okay.
And we'll draw for turn. Okay. So let's ditch an Evolution Incense to Cinchino to draw 2 cards.
All right.
Okay. That's not too bad either. Let's Field Blower, Parallel City, and Luxurious Cape.
What a bummer that is.
Yeah, right. Let's Super Rod. We're going to put Jugless back into our deck. We are going to put Spinda back into our deck. And what else do we want to put back into our deck here? I think that really might be it. We might want Fan Rotom as just a pivot at some point. Do we still have Bibber on our deck? So I'm actually thinking we might want Bidoof. So we're going to get Bidoof over Fan Rotom. And so we won't shuffle yet because we have a Teammates, which we got off of our Cinchino here. So let's Teammates. And I want a way to continue spreading. So I do want to get the Spinda as one of my cards.
Back.
And then what's the other card that we want to get? You have what, 1 card in hand?
I have 4 cards in hand.
4 cards in hand.
Yep.
You know what? Let's just get Jugless here.
All right.
As well. All right, let's go Recycle Energy onto Spinda. And then we are going to Dizzying Spin, 10 on everything.
Now,
Therapeutic
does affect Confused as well?
No, it doesn't. It prevents everything.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So let's see. Let's go here. And Force Miracle, who already doesn't have a lot of HP. Just that one. Draw for turn. Okay. Things are more interesting now. Okay. So we're going to go with the Pelipper.
Okay.
So I'll search for a, what's it called? Support. I'm doing a Professor's Letter while I'm in there.
Cool.
Grab 2 energies. All right. So we get this guy right here. And let me get...
We might be losing this game.
It's really interesting how this has kind of worked out. Because my game has not been good.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just working out. Just strangely.
Like, we've had our Snorlax for a while, and I have distinctly chosen not to play the Snorlax just because I wanted to see what the spread game plan would look like without it. But the fact that your Snorlax is just, I mean, we obviously have Porygon Z prized here too, which doesn't let me set up multiple attackers, but like the fact that your Snorlax is just going to like take this game.
You actually, you changed my game plan too, because I was going to use that Pelipper to get Charon's Care, and I was going to pick him up with the cape.
Okay.
But now that you got my cape, you changed my game plan.
Yeah. I'm assuming you got like a Guzma here or something.
No Guzma.
Okay.
Nope, I went with the Clara.
Okay.
Because I need any bit of draw action that I can find right now.
Okay.
So we are going to go.
Hey, what's up, Teddy?
With the
Thanks
Clara.
for the subscription.
We're going to go with the Clara. And we are going to pull up Dodrio. into a duo.
Okay.
Sorely missed.
Yep.
And I'm shuffling my discard pile like I tend to do sometimes.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. We're going to load you onto here.
Mhm.
Okay. And we're going to do Thumping Storm.
All right. Spin this down. Recycle energy back to hand. We'll promote Oregon too. All right. Before I move on, let's make sure I get our prizes updated. You're at 2, and
2.
we're still at 4.
We're at 2.
So you've taken 3 straight prizes here.
I mean, that
Snorlax.
you dying with the cape on Jugulis was helpful.
Yeah, it was 100%. So now your smart was kind of like going now. Like we would love a way to stop your hand from functioning.
Look out for a good scenario.
All right, let's ditch recycle energy and let's draw 2 cards. Okay, that might get us back into this game. Let's put down Ditto. Let's put down Snorlax. Let's escape rope here.
All right. Oh yeah, I get to pick.
You go first. Yeah.
I'm sitting here like, oh man, he's gonna pull up. But I mean, I dropped escape rope a while ago, so I'm not used to making that switch of my own. I'm just gonna pull up the Pelipper.
Okay. We're gonna put up Swellow here.
This is a big boy.
And then we're gonna put a Jet Energy onto Ditto.
Let's see what you did there.
Shoot it into the active. And then we are going to use Spenda's ability, which is Dizzying Spin for 10.
That was a little pretty cool little combo you did there.
Yeah.
I support that.
And Pelipper is confused.
Yeah, he is.
You know what? Here we go. We're just going to use this. He is confused.
Okay. We got one right here. One to do.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Mhm.
Let's see what we have going on here today. Okay, so we're gonna hit up the Dodrio.
Okay.
All right. Not gonna use this guy. We're gonna go ahead and Mallow.
Okay.
Search for 2 cards.
All right.
Put them on the top of the deck.
All right. Mallow, pretty good here. Yep. 2 cards on top of the deck. When you have a draw engine like Cinchino or Bibarel, it can sometimes become teammates.
Okay.
Yeah, Mallow, pretty good card. I think it's underplayed. Maybe not underplayed is the right way, but it definitely is a card that should see play.
For Mallow, I do not have to reveal.
You do not know. You just put any 2 cards on top of your deck.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah, when it's specific like supporter items, you have to reveal. But when it's any old card, you just put on top.
Let's see. What else do I want? We're gonna go this guy. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I need to shuffle my deck. That's the thing that
Shuffle and put on top.
rules are a thing that we try to follow. Because jail.
Sometimes you just have to have it all. Well, you know, our deck is real thin for people at home. You know, we're thin, so we're looking for cards. We finding cards.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and let me check one thing. Let's see. Do I want to do it? Do I want
Looking
to?
for escape rope. Blindside was discarded earlier, but we have Roseanne's backup to get it back. So Blindside's in here
We're
somewhere.
gonna rescue Stretcher, pull up the Kecleon, and then we are going to pass to you.
All right, cool. Appropriately stalled then. Okay, so let's discard Bidoof here to.
Totally forgot to do my zooming draw before because I was drawing the next card. Are you okay with me?
Yeah, do it. Go back. It's what you intended to do.
Zooming draw and then go in here.
Okay. We'll draw 2 while discarding the Bidoof. Let's put counter energy on Jugs here. Our Porygon Z is prize, which is like the brutal part of all this. Let's see what we got in our discard pile here. Is there anything? Okay, that's fine. So we want to special charge, and we're going to put back, I think, probably Recycle Energy is just the best one at this point, and so is Double Colorless into our deck. And then I am maybe going to regret it, but this would be a Colorless for 8. So let's Colorless right here. And we only have not a lot of cards left in our deck.
Nope. My deck is still pretty thick, which is not good and great at the same time. I'm usually able to just search and search and search and search, and this has been stifling.
Ooh, all right.
But somehow I have 2 prizes.
So we have to win in the next 2 turns because definitely only have 2 cards left back in the deck. We can put cards back in though. So let's do the same thing. We're going to Dizzying Spin here.
All right. Puts 30.
Get 10 on everything.
Come on, you can do it.
And Pelipper still
Boom.
sad.
Go 40, and we'll go 40. Come on, buddy. You can do it. There we go.
All
We
right.
got 100 on the Snorlax. All right, draw for turn. Okay, so fun fact: I'm going to Sharon's Care.
Okay. Snorlax. Okay.
Snorlax. It's great to do that with the Pelipper, but you know what? I'd rather have a healthy boy because that's my prize getter right now.
Okay.
And we're going to place the therapeutic onto him.
Okay.
So that way we got that. All right, we're going to go ahead and put the... No, we're going to hold off on that. We're going to hold off on him. All right, and we're going to pass to you.
All right. We'll draw with only 2 cards. Charon's Care. So Charon's Care is basically Penny for a deck that is colorless. So it's put 1 colorless Pokemon that has any damage counters on it and all cards attached into your hand. So a good way to reuse Cape. An annoying way to reuse Cape, but definitely a way to use Cape. All right. So let's Roseanne's back up here. Actually, let's make sure we do this correctly. Because I think we want Jet Energy into our discard pile. So let's retreat Ditto into Iron Juggless here. Let's Roseanne's back up, which is going to put Jet Energy, a tool. I think we want Luxurious Cape, a Pokemon. You know what? Actually, the tool we want is not Luxurious Cape. It's Blindside.
Ooh.
And then we get a Pokemon and a Stadium. So I think we want Frozen City. And then a Pokemon that we want. We might not want a Pokemon. We don't. We don't want a Pokemon.
Said no one ever.
So we only have 4 cards in our deck, so we could blindside this turn and take like 2 prizes.
You could.
And then we could like finish off with Juggless, but I don't think we're actually in a spot where that is relevant this turn.
Just gotta believe, Jeff.
You do have to believe. We don't believe right now. We set you up where you can't draw anything. How many cards do you have in hand right now?
I have a good chunk. We got 7.
7.
Got a full hand.
All right, let's go Recycle Energy on the Jugs. And then we're just going to do 50 to all your guys that are damaged.
That kills the Smeargle.
Smeargle has 40 more HP.
That's right. So it's 60. Boom. Okay. And now we have 90 on the Dodoria, so I will not be zooming draw.
You can if you want to.
Or I could really spice it up and I could go for the zooming draw. That's
You
not
could
a
give me
bad
a
option.
promise. Yeah, it gets
Not a terrible option. Okay. All right, here we go. Draw turn. Ooh. Okay. So let's see here. Now with Confused, do not have to flip to retreat, correct?
No, you do not.
All right, so we are going to retreat.
Yep.
With double colorless, because that's the thing. We're going to bring up the Dodrio.
Okay.
Who has the world's largest amount of HP possible.
Okay.
Okay. And right now, your Iron Jugless has how much HP?
130.
130. Okay. I think that will have enough to handle that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and Gladion.
Okay.
Because let's just use the supporter while it's in my hand.
Nice.
What do we got here? We're going to go ahead and grab this guy right here. Energy. Gladion back in. Boom. Okay. And we will put down the Kecleon because we want to give him some love. And then we'll go ahead and knock out the Iron Jugless for 9 times 30 is
a lot. 270?
270 plus 10, 280.
Alright, we're going to put up Ditto. Although I guess technically it's right to put up Porygon 2 here because of the free retreat. Alright, we'll draw. And we will go ahead and attach a Twin Energy to Ditto here. We are going to Guzma up Kecleon.
Poor guy.
What's Kecleon's retreat? Double?
He is double.
Okay. Alright, and we'll put Ditto.
Can't pick a card. It's hard. Here we go.
Alright. Let's go ahead and put down the Frozen City. And then we are going to use Spinda's ability.
Which
does 10 to everything.
Kills the Dodrio.
Yep.
For a prize.
Mm-hmm.
You've made great use of that Spinda despite the setbacks that have happened today.
Yep.
So we're up to 90 with my guy here.
Yeah. This is one, and it's confused. We're hoping to maybe we got to dodge some stuff. Like there's so many things that you can do to kill Ditto this turn. So we'll see if you got it.
All right. Here we go. Man, oh man, oh man.
Did you get a Guzma double colorless energy?
So I've had the double colorless energy. It's just a matter of I have no way to switch out right now.
Oh, hey, what's up? Thank you, maybe Metaverse with the prompt. Appreciate all the support we're getting tonight. It makes streaming a lot of fun when you guys are enjoying the content, supporting us.
Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna drop this guy here.
Okay.
Hold on. Freeze. Instead, before I do that, we're gonna Gladion.
Gladion again.
I learned a mistake last time for this Po-Town.
Okay.
To get rid of the Frozen City.
Yeah.
Because I made that mistake earlier, Frozen City. You guys have been a jerk to me all day. And now I will drop this on here. And I will then... You know what? We're going to put... Yeah. Yep, we're going to put this on here, and then we'll let you do your bidding.
Okay.
I'm not playing the most efficient, optimal way right now, but I have a hope for next turn. We're going to go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we get close to 2 knockouts this turn. We need to survive is the issue. Like that's where we're at. So we need to survive this turn. I don't think we can. I don't think we die though. Unless you have like a Guzma, which we're gonna do a quick Guzma check. Always check your Guzmas.
Not in there.
Okay, so
he's awaiting.
All right. You use Boss though.
Correct. You use Boss.
I don't see Floatstone yet in use.
This is playing a U-turn board, and I discarded that the first hand because I had nothing.
All right. So let's VS Seeker here. No, VS Seeker doesn't even get me. Porygon 2 from Paradox. I haven't actually seen the new Porygon 2.
So it's one that has the bug something.
Bug something.
It has something. I think it's a coin flip, and depending on what's heads or tails, it determines what you do some energies maybe.
Okay. This is actually interesting. So we have 2 cards left in deck. So we know we're going to get our Blindside TM. So actually, I think this might be the play. So I was going to Iron Juggles here. because Ditto can use Iron Juglist that's in my discard. And so I could kill this and kill this, correct. I'm pretty sure, and then put 50 here.
Yep.
And then that leaves me dead to a Snorlax attack for 180. Or I could just Swallow here with Blindside TM, which would not put me dead. Because if I get Luxurious Cape off of this draw, it would be a 2/3 chance to get both of those cards. Blindside.
The fact that you're working with only 2 cards, you can still get 2, maybe 3 knockouts. This is enjoyable.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting here drowning, just wondering why I can't get.
So I think not losing is what we have to play for, right? Like, because I still have this play if we need it. So let's VS Seeker here.
God, I really hope you win this game. This is making me happy in all the ways.
And we're gonna put Luxurious Cape back into our deck. Using Roseanne's backup, which is what the VS Seeker was for. We're going to discard the barrel. So let's shuffle. I'm going to let you shuffle. I've only got 3 cards, so you're in charge of shuffling.
That made me happy. I feel included, Jeff.
All right, so let's draw. We're going to discard the barrel. We'll draw 2. Luxurious Cape.
There it is.
Blindside. You know what? I can't do that. I can't use both of them on Swallow. I just realized that. That's still fun, though.
Yeah. Well, you want to break the rules just for once?
No, I wish we could. What's more likely to survive? I don't think it matters.
No, I don't math, so I defer to you in this category.
It's more fun to Swallow Blindside, right?
Yeah.
Although that costs me an energy for next turn with Ditto, so it's not right to do. So let's just put Reversal. Actually, let's put Jet Energy onto Ditto here.
You can put the Twin on this turn. That was last turn.
That was last turn. Because we used Spin this ability.
Yeah.
Last turn. And then we'll just go ahead and Iron Juglist. 50.
You're both dead here.
Yep.
We go to 60 here. We're going to 60 here.
All right, 1-1 on prizes. Sorry about that turn taking so long. We're trying to do some fun things.
Who cares, man? I'm officially at the point where my discard pile is higher than my deck.
Okay.
Like I have so much unused in here. It's painful.
Yeah.
It's been really painful.
We have 1 card, but we have the win on board. So you have to do something.
I'm gonna fail this nest ball.
Okay.
I'm tired of nest ball. So here's where I'm at. I got a Marnie.
Okay.
And I'm just hoping that this Marnie gives me something that I need. I'm at the point where I have energies in my hand, and I don't know if I want to put an energy down, hope for something like that I can use.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just gonna chance it because I know I have the Twin in my hands, and there's my double.
Do you have Twin in hand? Why not just Twin Retreat and then kill me with Snorlax? You win the game.
No, I use Twin. Sorry, I put Twin there.
Okay.
I was saying I know Twin is there, but I have a double turbo in the discard pile, so I can't draw any of my double colorless.
Okay.
So I'm kind of just hoping for something that I can use.
Floatstone? Do you have a Floatstone in the deck still?
Oh, man. We're going to... If I use the Marnie, I can't use the Guzman Holland. Man, I think you're going to end up winning this thing.
Yeah, we're close. Yeah, I think it's Floatstone or Escape Rope, right?
I have so much in here I haven't been able to access, and none of my cards are going to give me specifically what I need. My best chance is, put an energy down, hope you screw up, and I retreat next turn, or do a Marnie and just see what happens.
I won't be screwing up.
Yeah, Ball Guy's not taking me anywhere, so we're gonna Marnie.
Okay.
Maybe I can get my Scoop Up Net.
Okay, Scoop Up Net. VS Seeker for Charon get you the win.
No, but I just use Marnie. 1, 2,
that's right.
3, 4, 5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Scoop Up Net, Escape Rope, Floatstone.
We're gonna use this Verse Seeker. We're gonna see what happens if there's again. It's looking for a supporter. Man, I've had no access to anything in this game. Probably 3-4 turns ago, I could have retreated in the Kecleon and just built up with single energies on my Snorlax.
Oh yeah.
But I was hoping that I would have access to anything, and I don't. So we are going to pass the turn to you after I put this pointless water energy on my Kecleon.
Cool. We're going to do this the cool way because I want to see it happen. So double colorless onto Swellow. Oh, we didn't actually get the, we got Luxurious Cape, we didn't get the Blindside, but we're going to discard Gift Energy to Cinchino to draw 2. 1, 2. There's Porygon Z, so we can finally start putting some energy down. And then our support of return is going to. Can I use Cynthia? Yeah, I don't think I can actually use Cynthia because I have to draw the cards. I have to go up to 6. I don't think we lose this turn, but we will lose next turn. But we can just Iron Table this and do 50.
Alright.
Yeah. GG's.